What's up, people? This is Shy Harris of the Rep Society, and this is another episode of The Process. Since we're entering in 2018, it seemed like in 2017 there's way more music artists than there's ever been in my whole life. With the way the internet is, it's allowing people to just go up there, go to SoundCloud, upload their music. So just wanted to give a couple tips on what artists need to do going forward. I did an episode on this probably a couple months back, but there's one essential thing that I forgot that people definitely need to know. Once again, this is a process, and the process is the ultimate creative and entrepreneurial tool to help you strategize and just make more money as an entrepreneur. So, like I said, in this episode, I want to just give one essential tip for music artists out there who feel like they've hit a roadblock, or they've done pretty much everything they know how to do, but they're not really making any headway. So I did an episode on this probably a couple months ago. They gave a lot of ideas as far as content, doing videos, so on and so forth. But the one piece that I forgot that I was actually reminded about one of my high school and college friends, shout out to Lisa, is when you've been putting out so much content for years, you've been putting out music videos, short films, you've been doing everything, you're trying to get on radio, all that you can do, and it's just not working. The one thing that you really need to do, I ain't gonna say probably, but you definitely need to do, is find somebody who actually does PR. PR, I feel like, is the one thing that's actually stopping people from getting where they need to go at. And let's take it back. If you have good music, that needs to be number one on your checklist. If you have good music, then you should proceed this. If you feel like you've tried to put songs on, local radio, and people are just not gravitating to it, or people are gravitating to it, but it's not getting you out of your local area, then having somebody that actually does your public relations is key. Everyone that I know, that I follow, who's been grinding, who's been putting in work, and then they finally was able to break through, is because they had somebody in their corner that was making sure they had songs, make sure that their songs actually went to different websites, that got in the hands of these different tastemakers, that got on, their videos got to big platforms like WorldStar, or Spotify, or Revolt, or MTV, or even BT. So even though you have all the good content, you got the best videos, you got the best songs, you got the best albums, you can freestyle the best. If you feel like that's you, then definitely look into getting somebody that can actually do great PR work. And you might be thinking of, what do you need? What should you be looking for when it comes to PR? First, you need to find somebody who is actually good or works with music artists, that has done some work for artists, recently, like in the past year or so. Once you find them, then you need to find somebody that can give you a good strategy on what you need to do to roll out your next project, that handles a little bit of marketing as well as PR. A couple people that come to mind that I feel like was in that same boat is the guy Drum. He's from Virginia, Hampton Roads, Virginia, and he was putting out music, he was doing open mics, and I feel like he was pretty much the same level as mostly all these other artists. But then from hearing parts of his story from people in his camp, I realized he just got the right PR, who took his song Cha Cha and made sure it got into Fader, Complex, Two Dope Boys, all these other sites, Pigeons and Plain, and then it just blew up from there. So that's very integral to say that, it's very important to say that having somebody that does public relations on your behalf, who can make sure that your projects and your songs get to the right platforms, is key. So that's just my opinion. I've done this before. I've been able to get artists on different platforms, which is not something I do right now, unfortunately, but I definitely know what you should be doing. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out to info@therebelsociety.com. I'll throw that right there somewhere. Even if you just had questions, I could probably try to point you in the right direction with somebody I know that does good PR work. Once again, follow me at Shy Harris, as well as the Rebel Society XXV on Instagram. And always trust the process. I'm out.